Street shit come through and got jerked. Certain words I blurt. Fam, you can get the price on your head. That's the holes in the shirt.
Welcome to the show. I'm your humble host, Soopamone.
Moving crops all day, circle blocks in a different drop all day. The fat knot made them watch all day, and they still couldn't deal with me. And now I'm home and still hot all day, on the block where they toting Glocks all day. As long as the shots don't rock my way, then they won't have to deal with me.
Hope everybody's week was good. Welcome to the weekend. Beautiful Saturday. Here in Georgia.
Yo, look, clown, I come through, put it down. Keep thinking that you hard, take a look around. I got soldiers stationed up to bring pain. And when it go down, my hoes do the same thing. We all in the same gang, we all willing to bang. Ain't nobody going against the grain, so take aim. DR's evasive, cut all the faces, catch all the cases, it's real. You got to bet your life and face me. I mean, I got this rap thing locked with more cake than tasty. Like the fiendish, the title I hold I won't relinquish. And this type shit you should distinguish. And one phone call and I'll extinguish. I mean this, you seen this? Blue steel, 4-4, the caliber, Excalibur. I'ma destroy my next challenger. B-Bob, high post MC. Quick to spray raid on the roach MC. So don't be approaching me without the cross and rosary. Who this nigga supposed to be? I blast him in the open beat. Damn Black, how you do that there? Cause we don't care, I'll take him there. I'll take him there.
Constant attempt to deny foundation of Black Americans. Did y'all see the speech, the Biden speech? I didn't really tune in because I knew they wasn't going to be talking about nothing that was going to be beneficial, tangible for Black folks. And of course, I was right. Man bragged on his first 100 days of, how he gave out money, basically paying folks to be down. How he put in an anti-Asian crime bill. Denying us protections. We've been here dealing with this over 500 years because we are aboriginal to this land. So yeah, I knew that he really wasn't going to be saying nothing that was going to be speaking to me as a foundation of Black America. A grand jury did indict the killers of Ahmaud Arbery and deeming it as a hate crime, which is good. That's a good thing. but all at the same time they still trying to deny us equal rights, equal protections, equal economic gains, opportunity. We got Tim Scott, Congressman Tim Scott, talking about this country isn't racist, you know, just kissing ass for white supremacy. And we still supporting a system that is trying to wean us out. And this folks going hard, you know. That's why I just don't understand a black politician. It's really an oxymoron. You know, and us supporting them sentimentally because of their skin color. You know, we need to demand more than just sentimental victories. We need tangible things. We need actual programs that we can work and empower ourselves and grow and strengthen our community. But they continuously deny us the things that we need. We get the bare minimum, the crumbs that fall from the table that stem from bills that we want. The civil rights bill, that was ours. The immigration bill, we started that. And we don't benefit none from none of that stuff. It's no wonder immigrants come to the country and their kids benefit and get these scholarships and everything faster than we do, under the guise of something like HBCUs and people of color. When you put those all-inclusive things that includes all the people of color, when we were intending it to empower us, they latched on and watered it down, just like they do everything that we try to create for ourselves. So we have to be more in tune, we're more focused on ourselves, because there's so many different variants and variations of disturbances and detours when we try to focus on ourselves. You know, we have immigrant background people such as Kamala Harris agreeing with Tim Scott, claiming that there's no racism in this country. This country is a racist when this country was built and grown off the back of racism. Anti-black racism, to be more specific. That has to resonate with you. that these people are continuously trying to deny us. You gotta feel some type of way about that. I know I do. And it makes me want to do something about it. It makes me want to, create something, develop our own systems, develop our own policing, develop our own education, develop our own way we process food, not even process food, grow food, distribute food, consume food, produce food. Our mindset has to change. We have to be mindful of the distracting classes. People from, unfortunately, the motherland, Africa, Nigeria, these people have disdain for foundational black Americans. Not all of them. A lot of them are cool. I've had cool African friends before, but I've also experienced that imperialistic attitude that they're better than us. And it's all because of, what they're shown, what they're taught before they even come over here. And vice versa. What we are shown about them, the desolate areas, the shanties, the babies with the flies on their eyes and the big stomachs, skeleton bodies with big stomachs. We've seen it. That's the visuals and the pictures that's painted in our head about them. So it's contrasting views of our own brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles. Relatives, ancestors. Our struggle here has been different than anybody else's struggle who came here voluntarily. This makes us a unique class, a unique group. Good morning, Ms. Tay. Thank you for tapping on in. We're talking about the continuous attempt, constant attempt to deny foundational black Americans. But we have to focus on ourselves. We have to focus on getting tangibles, getting actual protections for foundational black Americans. We need it now more than ever. Also, now more than ever, we need to focus on strengthening yourself, empowering yourself, your finances, your roof, where you live, your future. And having protections for yourself. If you have a family, protecting your family, teaching your family. You should be training physically, getting fit, mentally always aware, head on the swivel with all this craziness going on out here. These people are committing soft genocide on us. We don't have any protections. We can't even retaliate, if you will, sue, expect justice to be given when one of ours is killed, one of our babies is killed, one of our mothers, one of our fathers, one of our brothers and sisters have been killed. We don't expect justice, and that's sad because we know how the system has been towards us. Yet and still, we're still out here voting with no change, with no demands, no actual demands, other than being recognized. That's not enough. Recognition is not enough. I could give a damn about recognition right now. Our community needs to be strengthened. And it starts with your own self, your own family. If you stick to that code, give yourself a code. Make a code for yourself, make a code for your family that you live by. These things will start catching on. The mentality, the narratives, the stereotypes. We gotta reverse those stereotypes. We gotta eliminate the stereotypes. Make a way for ourselves. We've done it time and time again. And it's been destroyed by white supremacy because we always flourish better than their economy. But now we got more riders than we did back then. And we just need to stick with it. We need to remove fear. Don't be fearful. Cost of freedom is death. And that's what white supremacy lives and dies by, literally. That's how they've acquired everything on the damn planet. Raped, pillaged, killed, died for the cause. It's to that point, constantly trying to deny us. When we have live footage of the lynchings today, there should be immediate protections. We should have been had hate crime bills written in there for us. So, they want to deny us. We deny them and their system. And you still have the mindset and the law, the common law, that black folks don't have any rights that the white man has to respect. We're definitely not viewed as a complete human being, 3/5. I'm going to continue to say that. We're only viewed as 3/5. This is why they say crap like America is not a racist country. Where you been? You haven't been here your whole life. That's the thing. You don't even have to be here your whole life. just this year alone. Okay, you could have been here you could have been here 5 months, and see that this country is racist as hell. All the surrounding countries will tell you this country is racist as hell. You can't listen to, it's obvious you can't believe a word that come out of these politicians' mouths. They sitting here and blatantly trying to deny racism in this country. Come on, fam. We're living in the new Nazi Germany, damn near, basically. Shout out to Rudy Giuliani. Just a little interjection. Look at God. He was busted, raided. His crib's raided. This brother, he's going down. Look at the karma. Look at God. Look at the universe. This man built his career on destroying the black family, putting black men behind bars. Shout out to Ogun. Shout out to God. In this case, I must say justice was served. Karma is a bitch. But, yeah. Even still, with that, the denial of the foundational black the foundational black American continues. Excuse me. Got tripped up on the words, excited about this Giuliani thing. Shout out to New York. But we gotta get on code if you're not on code. Stay on code if you are on code. Strengthen the code. Strengthen your loyalty to the code. Make it become first nature. Forget second nature. First nature. Being on code for your community, for your family. You want to make things right for your family, generations down the line. Starts with you. Being on code right now. And instilling that in your children. To be on code. Not showing out. Holding your brothers down. Helping your brothers. You need to take it back to the old school. And have village mindset. We are the village. We the new village. When we meet up, hang out, have gatherings, even if it's a celebration of life, another year of life, born days, we need to be on some constructive thinking, some productive thinking. You know, have the party, but, you know, parents, y'all need to build. Y'all need to figure out we should be developing educational curriculum. We have teachers, we have educators out there, people that have been in the educational system and see where they lack what's beneficial for black students, foundational black American students. You know, they've been trying to take the fact that slavery existed out of the school books for years. A few years back in Texas, a lady busted the curriculum out there because they were trying to call slavery servitude. Just removing the word out totally. Okay? We need to be reminded of our history. A lot of people say history don't matter, but that's a lie. History matters. If you don't know where you've been, you don't understand why the same thing is happening now. You don't understand why the police force was even created. The police force was created to catch slaves. The first police force was put together to catch runaway slaves. And that's the mindset of these dudes still today. And this anti-Asian crime bill has really, empowered them to go back to like stop and frisk. It's empowered them even more now to go back to stop and frisk with this anti-Asian crime bill. With that same mindset as the overseers, the slave catchers back in the day. It's still the same mindset. Peace, Romy Rome. Welcome to the show. Thanks for tapping in. But yeah, it's the same mindset. So that's something we need in our own community, our own policing. How we would come about doing that, I have no idea. This is why we should come together and be productive and constructive when we gather. It shouldn't be bid wish championships and spades tournaments. We done did that hundreds of years. We need to be building on how we can put community gardens together and grow food and distribute food and get our homeless black folks off the streets and get them the mental health that they need. We could use them in gardening, teach them gardening, and have them in the garden mining the food and mining the produce and everything. But we got to get together and be building, not getting together on some always, having a good time. Because a lot of times black folks, we get together, we drinking, we smoking, and, attitudes be flying all kind of ways, and, all the shootouts parties that get shot up from drinking and partying, and people can't handle their liquor, and jealousy, and breakups, and niggas mad because chicks done moved on and at the party in the same party, whatever the case may be. we always get together and end up, messing some shit up. And it ends up not being constructive, Now you got cases, individual cases pending, you got charges, injuries, deaths, retaliations, beefs, new beefs. We got to get out of that mindset. We got to uplift the entrepreneurs in your circle. See how we can build them up, back them up. People that got good ideas, don't just tell them it's a good idea. Come together. I suggest, in our community that we need to start when there's birthday parties and we have gatherings. The child should get, from each family, the child should get like no less than $500, $250 a parent, if you know what I'm saying, a couple or whatever. This is just a suggestion because other groups do it. Jewish people do it, Italians do it, and this is how they empower the children in those communities at an early age. And that money goes somewhere, probably into some type of investment account and flips over several different times, and by the time these kids get out of high school, they have, a bank account of 10 stacks, 15 stacks already going into college. And then the parent applies for a credit card in their name, puts a limit on the credit card. The kid spends on everything with the credit card. The parent pays the bill because they can afford it. The parent knows the bill comes to the parent. They know every move, everything they spending on, alcohol, whatever, withdrawing cash excessively. But by the time they graduate college, they got a credit score of 850. This is empowerment. This is how you empower your family. We have to get on some different type of thinking. We can't always be getting together to party and bullshit. We've been doing that, and it ain't getting us nowhere. While other communities are leveling the hell up, and wonder why we are still on the bottom of the totem pole. It's because we haven't changed the mindset. We're a little insane because we've been doing the same thing over and over, century after century, expecting a different result. Gotta switch that up. Gotta switch it up. Get together, be constructive. When you get together, when you gather, come up with constructive ideas, put some things together. It's in every circle. We have, good ideas in every circle in the black community. It's time that we put them all together. When we gather, have entrepreneurial parties. Entrepreneur parties. Where you uplift someone who's in business for themselves. Have that person give the ins and out on starting an LLC, acquiring an LLC. Everybody with a business encourage the others without a business to get a business. Get an LLC and work your LLC. These are the things we need to be gathering and speaking on. And we're not going to be able to convince everyone. We're not going to be able to convince everyone, and not everybody's going to be able to see the forest for focusing on the trees. Everybody's not going to see the long run, how it's going to accumulate money. You know, we got a lot of, I need my return on my investment back ASAP. Can't see the big picture. You know, we have to, unfortunately, those type of people are going to fall by the wayside with this new mindset that we need to be in. If you can't get with this new mindset, then you're going to fall by the wayside. We on some new and improved. We on some ultra black shit. You know, we about empowering our community. I'm tired of being denied, like, blatantly in our faces. So let them have it. Let's do our own thing. Let's do our own damn thing. We can do it. We're an exceptional people. We're an exceptional group of people. We're a unique group of people with a unique background and lineage and history. Just like all these other communities, you know, foreigners, you know, from the islands, from Africa, all these people with these different flags. We got our own damn flag too. We are Americans. The American flag is ours. A black lady designed the American flag. That's our design. A foundational black American lady designed the American flag. So we are unique to this place. They just discovered African bones here on this land. That's from, you know, way before Columbus claimed that he discovered this land. You understand what I'm saying? We're indigenous to this place. We are a unique group of individuals, and they are steadily trying to deny this because they know this. And they know that we don't, but they understand and realize that we are waking up and are realizing this. So they're accelerating the plot, the ploy to deny us. They're clamping down, if you will. So we got to turn up for ourselves. We do got to grab ourselves by the bootstraps, you know, pull ourselves up by the bootstraps now. You know, not on what they talking about, but like shit, you know, let's do our own damn thing. Let's build. People in the upper echelon need to, you know, come together with intelligent people from, you know, the middle class. Figure out how we can bridge that gap, and then the middle class to the lower class, and figure out how to bridge that gap. And then when we got those gaps bridged, now we start building a structure, foundation, comes first, of course, which is being on code. Get the structure together. Structure of intelligent individuals who can orchestrate and organize our reparations that we're owed. Put it towards, the building of our community and building of brands that last for generations. You should be trying to build a brand that will last for generations in your own family. I've built a brand. I'm building a brand. Created a brand. Famlam.com. But it's my family's brand. And when you hear me talk, you're going to hear me talk about my brand, because I'm trying to build that for my own family. Pass that to my grandkids and their grandkids. This is what it's about. Build a self and family economic structure that will inspire other people in your community that look like you to do that. Trust me. Just by you creating something will inspire someone else in your community. Hell, I've been inspired by somebody I've seen do things that I want to do. The things that I know, that I've learned, that I've been passionate about, I was inspired by somebody else to do it. Inspiration comes from others. Inspiration can come from within yourself, but inspiration definitely comes from others. Now, do you want to be a positive inspiration? An inspiration that will plant a seed that will grow roots so strong in somebody that it can't help but produce, more of the same and just get stronger and better. You're doing yourself and your family a disservice by not creating something for your family. If ever there was a time for us to be on code, it is now. I mean, we just see each and every day the blatant attempt to deny us, and we right there in your face, in their faces. The need for protection is in their faces. It's in everyone's faces. It's screaming, but they are vehemently trying to, deny us. We gotta keep continuing to make our mark. We gotta keep being excellent, superb, the superb beings that we are. The exceptional group of people that we are. We can't let them deny us. We won't be denied. You heard? We are an exceptional group of people. Look up the speech Exceptional Group of People by Dr. Claude Anderson on YouTube. But we need to get on the ball. We need to get on the ball before we're so far behind. That's why we gotta fight for these reparations. That's going to catapult us somewhat, but we must get these reparations. And that's what they're fighting so hard against, because they know we'll take the hell off we get these reparations. And when we get them, that's exactly what we're going to do. So be on code, shout reparations. It's not wrong to request and demand what is owed to you, especially being aboriginal to this land. And these folks came in here raping and killing, spreading disease. When we were a loving, welcoming group of people, the quote-unquote Native Americans were a friendly, welcoming group of people. But then they jumped on the bandwagon and started enslaving us, right along with theirs. They owe us reparations as well from the treaties. 1866, as a matter of fact, I believe. When slavery was quote-unquote abolished, they didn't want to release their Negroes. They wanted to keep their slaves. So the government had to create treaties with them to release us with land and money. We ain't get that. We're still waiting on that money. Dr. Anderson he's got, lawsuits still trying to collect on those treaties. So once we get reparations, we will be catapulted onto a next level. But would we be ready to handle reparations? $14 trillion. I think 100 and something trillion dollars. How many of us would go out there and get mollied the hell up and blow your mind on chemical drugs? Blow your money on flossing, shining, showing off. Neely Fuller says all we do is show off. We get together to show off. That's another trigger for violence, because he's showing off better than this nigga from this neighborhood. You come through his hood flossing better. The attention from the ladies leaves him and comes to you. Would we be able to handle reparations in our community? Directing money where we need it. We have intelligent people in the underground, the grassroots community who can definitely handle that. But the money that you get and receive yourself or your family, would you handle it properly? Or are you somebody who would invest it and want to make it grow and want to make it strengthened for the generations after you and your family? So we can't be denied We can't let our voices and our demands die down. We have to keep shouting what we need, what is needed. Protections are needed. Our reparations are needed so that we can fend for ourselves, take care of ourselves. We've been asking, we've been begging, we've been pleading. Ain't really too much more on the nice side of things left. What they say, we're going to stand at the door knocking and asking politely for some food. We out here hungry, starving. Then we're going to start banging a little bit harder. Hey, we out here hungry, we starving. To no answer. Next thing you know, the door kicked in, we busting in, double-fisted, taking what we need, what we've been demanding, nicely and politely. And they sense that. White supremacy senses that. You could tell by how we got swift justice with the George Floyd case, because they know that Black America was ready to turn up and set this country on fire once again, worse than the last time. That's the strength that we have. That's the power that we have. We told them folks to stop playing with us. Don't play with us. And they felt it. So if we just took that energy, if we collectively realize that the mindset of them is that we're 3/5 of a human being and that they ain't fucking with us. We all we got. We take that energy and build. We out of here. We out of here. I'm gonna keep singing that song. When you see me, you see my face. That's the type of shit I'll be talking. Because I want so badly for my community to be empowered. I want so badly for our mindset to change about our own selves. I want us to have more respect for ourselves, and not in no old coon type of way, but just realizing that we are an exceptional people, like for real. Like, you know, our bodies operate different. You know, when we out in the sun, it's vitamin D for us, and it don't mess with our skin. Okay. We have unmatched natural strength. You know, some more than others. In our men, we have unmatched natural strength. Collectively. We got that Ogun strength. Okay? Look up the Maroon Indians. The Maroons from back in the day. Look up the Maroons and do your research on them. Who we was, what we come from. Even the Geechees. If you look at how they Look up how they defended themselves from the white man, and all that land out there was theirs. And this family that just got that beachfront land, however many billions of dollars back that their family had, you know, all of that, they were able to use nature for protection to keep them having that land out there. The mosquitoes were their protection because white people could not take mosquitoes. And they was catching disease and getting sick and dying, and the Geechees was out there. That was their protection. And they learned their land. They had their own language. You know, as foundational blacks, you know, we have this innate ability to adapt to situations and create something that's specifically for us. You know, ways of communicating, ways to, you know, dance, make love, sing, and it's all of it has been envied and desired. Look at the copycats. Everything, you know, everything people want to have braids like us. You see white people with cornrows. You see white people with locks. You know, that's cool. That, you know what I mean. But we set the trends. We set the lifestyles just by being who we are because we're so exceptional. We can't be denied. Deny us, you're denying yourself, because we are what you want to be, what they want to be. Don't let them deny you. I ain't gonna let them deny me. So I don't mess with their system. Yes, I work in their system, I have to live, but I promote do for self, make your own bread, make your own way, create a business, love yourself, love your family, love your brother, your sister. I want y'all to have a great week. This has been another installment of Soopamone TV show. Thank you for tuning in. I want y'all to have a great week. I want y'all to be prosperous. I want y'all to think positivity. I want y'all to think building all the time. Build with your brother, build with your sister. Dig in on ideas, share ideas, embark on ideas together. Strengthen your own personal family, strengthen your own personal self, your finances, your education. Go for those goals. Knock out short-term goals daily. Those short-term goals get you to the long-term goals. Check out famlam.com. Famlam, FAMLAM.com for the merch, family brand. I appreciate y'all watching once again. Till next Saturday, next weekend, y'all be prosperous. Spread positive energy.